No, I don't stroke me easy. I take it away.
He doesn't stroke me easy.
Okay, we're live on the Valley Underground.
Oh shit.
Diversity of one.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
how that
exactly it.
Oh shit.
Just kind of sneak in, man.
Right.
Yeah, we just kind of, we just get you in
That's
there.
what happened.
Oh, hey, what's up, Pete?
Slide it on
That
in.
might be a problem, man. That's
No.
like right in my zone.
See,
That's all right.
I'm moving for you there, brother. I promise.
Oh, you're out of the shot, though, man.
No, it's all good, man. Long as they hear my voice, that's all that matters.
Jimmy's baby, you gotta be in the
Nah,
shot.
we got to see that beautiful face, man. You get your ass over here.
Oh damn.
Right?
Come on.
Sexy.
Come on. Oh, hey,
Sexy
that.
man. Look, if I move right here, you just gotta get your head right there.
Right. Yeah. You just got to get your head right there.
The bubbles.
Because you're right. They don't need to see our faces, but, you know.
They just need to hear our voices.
Hear the voice.
No,
That's
they
the
need
way
to
we
see
do
big
it
sex.
on the Valley Underground.
On the Valley Underground.
Right. We make changes on the fly.
So Meezy, when you want
The Valley
when
There
you're
we
your
go.
face scene, just turn and go behind me.
So I'll be like, yeah. So what you was trying to say to me
What you was trying to say
okay.
I mean, people only need to look at it for a minute, and then they could go on to doing
Yeah.
their house chores or
Usually you
whatever.
just listen to
See
a
how
podcast,
beautiful we are.
Right.
Yeah. Should we all say hi real quick?
Hey,
everybody, what's up?
You know what's crazy? I was actually looking
Oh,
at
Antoinette
that.
missed it. Oh, are you?
I was looking at that like, where's the camera at? And I'm supposed to be over. I'm supposed to be over here.
Camera one, camera one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where the people see you.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That's just terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible.
What was it?
That's terrible.
You don't need to go nowhere to look at the sky. Just look up. Wherever you are, it's right there.
That's where the sky is.
It's right there. Every time. You don't gotta go nowhere. Sorry, that was a quote from Nikki Sixx. Thank you.
Yeah, last night when we were driving down, so he was talking about the eclipse.
It was like, look up. You can look up anywhere.
I'm gonna say bless me on the line.
Bless you, bless you.
Man.
Yes.
Bless you, my brother.
Oh yes.
You know what they say, bless
I
you,
guess
you
I'm done
sneeze?
fucking with it.
No.
Because your heart stops.
That's right. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't teach us, man, though.
I don't know. Really?
You know why they say Gesundheit?
I don't know.
Because they're Nazi racist fucking bastards.
Oh, dude. That might be a little close to Charlottesville, man.
Oh, sorry.
That might be a thing.
Sorry, Charlottesville.
I don't know.
Oh man.
But I don't know, though.
I think that's Polish.
I don't know, dude.
Gesundheit? I don't know.
Because, like, even though they're asshole white supremacists, they still have a fucking right to go out there and right.
This
They
is
do.
true. But
This
the
is
problem is they never sat down and talked to somebody else. If they sat down without any of their bullshit and
Yeah.
just talked to somebody like they were a normal human, then if they grew up in the same part of town, they're the same.
Well,
They're just
they
different colors.
like do that shit all the time, right?
Yeah,
Are you saying that?
so I'm from Virginia, which where that happened at. I live up
Well,
by
but-
Washington D.C., which is about,
Racist fuck.
I
No,
know.
I'm
Hey,
kidding.
that's how it works. But so you
You were
know,
born with a white.
you know, I'm Argentinian, and believe me, Spanish people are more racist on their own like cultures than anybody else. You know what I mean?
Spanish
Like
too.
you know, so. But either way, yeah. In Virginia, the funniest thing about what the media isn't really telling everybody
media.
is that in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, your whole Bible Belt,
Okay.
they do this every weekend.
Yeah, like all the time.
The news just doesn't show it to you. Every weekend, you can go to a small town and you will see the KKK doing their stupid little parade down the street because they want to show that they have a right to do that.
Right.
So here's where I'm at. Isn't it funny how the media likes to blow it up and say, oh, they're against this, they're against that?
Right.
Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Look, everybody has a right to go talk their shit and walk down the street.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, there was that one idiot from, I think, Mark, you're saying he was from Ohio?
Yeah, the guy that drove through
The guy that
crowd.
actually drove through the people and killed everybody, he was from Ohio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this was some. So it was obviously a crazy. He
Well,
was
with the
already
situ-
going to do
but
it,
the
no matter
situation-
what. He was just a nut that was in the scene to go do. It was a small little gathering. Why would some dude from Ohio come? You know what I mean? So
well, beside that though, like the people that came to counter protest,
well, they were the ones that got violent.
they got
so.
violent, and then the other guy was just like, "Fuck those
know what I mean?
guys, you know,
So-
we have a right, fuck
Right.
you know," and he went fucking overboard,
Right.
You know what I
right,
mean?
Right.
So
But what I was getting at is that
they're driving
what
to each other in Italy. Though,
What the
too,
media
aren't they?
doesn't show is that it happens
Wasn't that in
fucking
Italy?
weekend.
Right.
Every weekend. So they're trying to be like, oh my God, look what happened
Right.
It happens every week. Why don't you go and show that when
Well,
there is
not
no violence
cars
or
driving
nothing? Just
through
be like,
people.
look, they
That doesn't
protested
happen.
again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they don't say that. You know what I
Well-
mean? And you know,
They don't say anything because only time they show something that's really over the top is when they're trying to push an agenda.
Their agenda.
oh yeah.
That's it.
The media's
So
agenda.
we need you to see this so we can do this.
Yeah.
So we come around the back end,
Yeah.
give you a little tickle. And then
So
run
it
off.
was an NRA thing, right?
I don't know.
It had to be. You know, you
I
can't.
don't
It's not
watch
just the
news.
guns,
I don't
man.
watch TV.
We're gonna take
2
away our
years.
cars now.
Right.
I'm going on 2 years, no
2
TV
years.
at all.
Really?
All I do is watch internet porn.
Well,
That's perfect.
Seriously. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
I
No
watch.
TV, no news, no
We
football, no nothing.
know
I
you're
watch.
not kidding.
I watch television shows on the internet, but I don't have
Yeah, I don't even
cable
do that
or
anymore.
anything like that.
don't
All the
even do that
news
anymore.
that I see is because I choose to look at it.
Right.
You know.
That way, see, that's
Which
that's
I
a
don't know
smart
why
man.
I'm signed into fucking Yahoo, because every time I sign into Yahoo and there's a fucking fight,
An agenda.
they fucking spoil it for you. Oh, Jesus, dude. Oh, yeah, don't be
Yeah.
an MMA fan,
Oh,
because I'm a
man.
huge MMA fan.
I used to be too.
Oh,
You
man.
know.
Yeah.
And so,
I saw
so
the
what do you
first
think
one.
about the Mayweather-McGregor thing? You guys
Yeah.
into that at all? That's
I
next
don't
week,
know.
dude.
Come on,
wait
man.
to watch
That's like Hulk Hogan
McGregor
and
beat up
Rocky Balboa.
Mayweather.
You
See,
think that's what's gonna happen?
You hear this? me and this guy, me and them guy
So,
go rounds.
unless Mayweather just wants to hug it out.
Well, they got they
Dude.
petitioned for smaller gloves and they got it. So there will
16
be
ounce?
there
Oh.
will
Yeah.
be the smaller gloves.
Nice.
You know what?
Right.
That's going to favor heavily
On
in
McGregor.
Connor's.
Yeah. Oh, big
yeah,
time.
yeah. Conor McGregor.
But what people are not understanding is
I'm actually.
how do you expect? Okay, listen. How do you expect somebody that kicks, punches, grapple to actually strike somebody where he fights people that was taught this style of fighting
Yeah, but how is
their whole year?
How is he
life?
going to defend Connor's wrestling and jiu-jitsu
That's
and
the
all
thing.
that?
Because
yeah.
they're
That's the
boxing.
thing.
They can't do
They're
it. They can
boxing.
only
They're
box.
boxing.
They're
Yeah, they can
boxing.
only box.
I don't watch
Not-
TV.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
not
watch
Well,
TV. I don't know.
Now,
Conor-
if it was an octagon, Mayweather, I love you, but
You gonna get
Oh yeah,
whooped.
no, it'd be done.
You getting
It'd be
squashed,
done.
buddy.
But see,
It'd be
what
done.
people,
You
a
get
lot of people
squashed.
don't know is that Conor McGregor was the Golden Glove of his region. He's
Right.
a boxer.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
cool.
boxer.
How to fucking
That's cool.
box,
That's
dude.
cool. How many?
You know?
How many Golden Gloves try to hit Floyd
The greatest
Mayweather?
fucking
Well,
boxer of all time.
That's the thing is going to be is what's Mayweather's chin going to be for him? You know what I mean? Because he's going to get hit. He's not going to be able to shy away like he's done with every other
Did
fight
you-
in his
Did
career.
you see how
You know
Conor?
what I
to the
mean?
body, bro.
Did
To
you
the
see how
body.
Conor was trying to? He's not going to do that.
No.
Yeah,
Connor's
no,
not going to go to
He's
the
gonna go
body.
for the knockout.
He's not going
He
to the body.
might.
He's not going to
He
go for the
followed
body.
the strategy when he fought Nate Diaz the second time.
But
dude.
you gotta
he followed
remember-
the strategy, and that's why he eventually
But
won.
I still
Right.
think he lost that fight against Nate.
Oh fuck yeah!
He lost that
Oh
fight.
yeah,
He lost that fight
won.
against Nate.
He won because he beat him up in the first round.
That's it.
Right.
And he was bleeding
Because
the
of the
whole
face.
time.
But
Yeah.
other than that, man, Nate was whopping.
That's his strategy. He was
They
like,
were
oh,
whopping
do
him.
what?
He's
What?
an Irish fuck.
Right.
He's Irish, man.
Yeah.
Fighting Irish.
209.
5 minutes of mayhem,
Insane.
and let's go.
You gotta knock an Irishman out. You
Hey.
have to knock him out. to
Here's,
win.
here's
Or
the
wrap
thing.
your arms
At the
around
end
his
of the
neck and
day,
make him
man,
tap.
But you know,
The hype,
you all know, you
the
know,
hype is
it's the
real.
hype. You know what I mean? You got what? Well, there'll be 3 fights out of this. You know, first
Oh,
one's
no.
gonna
Yeah.
How do all boxing
said
fights?
3,
how,
really?
how do all boxing
Conor-
fights go?
Conor
Watch.
Mayweather's going to win one. Then the next
Well,
one of the
no.
other guy's going to win.
If
First one will be
If Mayweather lose, his whole legacy is tarnished.
Oh no!
He's gonna have to fight again.
Listen. It'll be technical. Stopped on a technical like they always do in all boxing when it's just too crazy. Stop on a technical for the first one. So now we got to have a second rematch.
To see who
You know what I mean? And then it'll do one. Then you got to have the third.
Mayweather's not
You
going
know
to do
what I
that.
mean? And,
you
you
want to
know-
know why he's not going to do that?
Oh, I
Because
don't know.
all he's trying to do is beat Marciano's record. That's it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say all he's trying to do is pay his taxes.
child support.
Oh, he's definitely paying his taxes after this.
But what's
For
crazy?
sure.
What's crazy is Conor is up to making over $100 million.
They both are.
They
dude.
both get
No,
30, right?
No. Mayweather is projected to make over $350 million.
Well, that's because he owns his own production
and
company.
so do
that's-
Conor. That's why Conor's
Yeah, but
getting
Connor's
100.
not getting the. Connor's promoting company isn't in it. Like,
It's Mayweather McGregor.
I thought he said,
Promotions.
yeah. I thought, yeah.
It's a co-promotion.
Yeah.
Mayweather
yeah,
McGregor.
but isn't it being backed by
But you,
Dan White?
of course, Dana gonna
Dana
get his.
White.
So
They
that's
got a
probably
piece
where
of
most
it.
of the money's coming
Of course
from.
he's
You know what I
gonna
mean?
get his cut. Dana's not stupid.
He ain't gonna let that guy go without taking 70%
Oh, you don't
of that
think? No,
cut.
Connor's
You know
got
what
the
I mean?
money to promote this easily. With that, how
Yeah,
much
but
he
I don't
made
think he had
fucking
the. I don't think he
30
would have
million
had
off the
the
deal.
pull
Boxer
without
money.
using MMA.
MMA
You know what
guys
I mean?
don't make boxer money.
No.
But Conor McGregor does.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
made,
he
he
does now.
made 30
He
mil
does,
off the
yeah.
Nate Diaz
Oh, really?
fight.
He
The
does?
second, number 2, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You
big
want to know?
time.
You want to know why this law it lost the steam for me? Is because they're promoting it like they're going from city to city, state to state, and all they're doing is talking. I know it works, but it's not. It's not what. Even when Muhammad Ali did it, it wasn't as distasteful as what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very distasteful, so it kind of takes
It's
away.
totally
the,
a diss contest,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Totally.
Oh,
But you know what?
I don't know.
It sells
I
tickets,
enjoy
man. It
I
sells
fucking liked
tickets,
it.
though. It's
I
gonna
liked it.
because
I watched
people
all
that really
4.
don't give too much shits about it and saw those 5 city things, you know what I mean? They're like, oh,
But we're
man.
all gonna watch
One
it.
person
Gonna
liked,
beat the
you
shit
know,
out of
the
each
one
other.
you're
They
like,
hate each other.
he
We're
talked
all
a
gonna
lot of
watch
shit. I like what he was saying
I
that
think
day.
it's.
you
I think
know,
it's
or-
gonna be more like Dance Dance Revolution.
That dude, Yo Mama Jokes was way better than the other dudes. Fat Mama
I get a
Jokes.
dance and hug. Dance and hug.
Oh, Conor McGregor slayed the fucking shit talking.
Really?
He,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
won.
See, I don't watch.
Oh, yeah.
I
it
watched
was-
all
it was
4. There was
hard.
4. There was 4
Conor
press,
McGregor.
4
Yeah,
press
boy.
conferences.
hey, he did.
What are,
That
what
is
are
the-
you gonna do?
That is the
It was,
first time that I ever seen Floyd Mayweather like, ooh, you can see his face like, ooh, he got me. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
the
But,
first time I
but he
ever
did it
seen
real
him.
good too, though,
Money
man. He's like,
Mayweather.
all right, I'll just sit there and take
But you
that
know-
shit. Go ahead, you know what I mean? I'm still worth more money than you. Go ahead,
no
whatever,
comment,
blah blah blah.
Well,
you know.
Conor brought in.
But Connor had it. But and he,
Oh,
every
my
crowd
God.
he had, it was like 70-30 Connor. You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean? So he's like,
Oh yeah.
everybody starts saying fuck you, and the whole crowd just fuck you, fuck you.
He
fuck
loves it.
Not on the
It's-
last fight.
He loves it, man. Cause all
Oh
he
yeah,
sees-
yeah.
No, during the-
Oh, at the press conference.
At the press
yeah.
conferences, yeah.
He's like,
dude.
everybody, I want you to say, fuck the Mayweather.
Yeah.
The whole
Mayweather,
arena.
Mayweather used to have a huge following too. And
Yeah, he's-
Where's all his people?
He
at?
still
Oh,
do though.
right, yeah.
Well, Mayweather's
still do.
thing is hard work, and then the crowd responds with dedication.
Yeah.
And like, dude, it was weak compared to what Conor got, dude.
Oh yeah.
The world, like, is wanting
They
Mayweather.
want to see him lose so bad, and that's so crazy. They don't realize you're motivating him.
Yeah.
This is what you're doing. You're not discouraging. You motivate.
Oh, yeah.
He's not like Kevin Durant. He can't take that pressure of being the villain. Mayweather
Oh,
used to
Mayweather?
be Mayweather
Oh, yeah.
used to be what The Rock was. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
love him. But when you're the villain, it seems like he put his cape on even tighter and
Yeah.
fly even
So
higher.
there's-
I'll
Dude.
show you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody that can take that pressure and
You can bet
Like
on
me.
whether Justin Bieber is gonna walk out with Mayweather
He
or
is. He
no.
is.
I bet you it's Wiz.
really.
I bet you it's Wiz.
Wow.
I'm telling you, dude.
Motherfucking,
Yeah, I
did
got
you
it.
just
I
say
got-
Justin Bieber, dude?
Yeah, he walks out with
Yeah, he
Mayweather
does.
all the
He
time.
used me once.
You know Mayweather
Oh,
trains.
God.
He trains him to box.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's why he's got
Bieber's
that
a
attitude.
badass.
Not really, but
You know,
That's just weird to me.
no,
Kid's
but
worth $300 million.
Huh?
oh
Justin
yeah,
Bieber worth $300 million.
That's okay.
yeah. Hate on that.
ridiculous.
No,
man.
I
Hate
hate.
on that.
No, no.
Yeah.
That
I'm a hate
doesn't
on
mean I gotta like him though.
No. But I respect the game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
oh,
come
yeah.
on. You know,
you know what's
I respect-
crazy?
Who was it that
I
found
respect
him?
it too, but come on.
Hey, we got.
Usher.
Hey, we
Was it
gotta be
Usher?
careful not to
Usher
talk
and,
over each other, guys.
the other dude from Atlanta. What's his name?
LaFace,
Take turns.
LaFace, baby LaFace.
I want to say. It'll come to me in a minute, man.
But you want to know what I found out though? Was crazy. Only reason why I found this out is
Yeah, so, give me
because they say that Justin Bieber and out of entertainers, not movie stars, but professional entertainers, they say Chris Brown and Justin Bieber they pretty much can get in the ring and handle themselves very well. And these come
Oh,
from,
yeah, a lot of
these
them
come
can.
from boxers though. Boxers are saying that you would never want to
Boxers
go
that
toe to
they
toe with
pay.
these guys, huh?
Boxers that they pay.
You know who'll
Hey.
fuck you up is Joe Rogan.
Oh,
Joe Rogan
yeah.
will
Yeah.
fuck you up,
Yeah,
and he'll
he'll-
smoke a joint with you afterwards. Do some hallucinogens and shit.
No, like if you wanted to roll with him, like you would have to be an actually. He'd be like, why? What? He'd be like, what the fuck? I got
He was supposed to
shit
fight
do.
Wesley
I'm-
Snipes. Did you hear about that?
No.
He would fuck Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
I
you
got
think
my
so?
money on
Wesley
Joe.
Snipes was talking
You
all
think
kinds
Joe
of shit.
can get Wesley?
Joe Rogan teaches people how to kick.
Yeah.
And
He's Brazilian. He's
he's
black
a-
belt Brazilian jiu-jitsu
from Eddie Bravo. From
Hey.
Eddie Bravo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Wesley
I thought he did
is
with
a
the.
bad
He studied with
boy.
the Gracies though, didn't he?
He studied with
He's
the
been
Gracies.
there. Yeah.
But there's videos.
He's real deal,
There's
I know.
videos of Eddie Bravo teaching Hickson
Oh,
Gracie
okay.
shit. You know.
Right.
They're all,
Joe Rogan's a man, dude.
So
Yeah, he's
I
awesome.
wonder,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then,
I
if that's the
think
case, I wonder who's better. Then is it Michael J. White or is it Wesley?
Wesley who? Oh, Snipes.
Yeah.
I just saw him on a talk show
Darkness.
like 2
Oh,
nights ago. Wesley came out on like some late night talk
Michael's
show.
too big, dude. You
He's
just
getting
run around him
old.
for a
He's
minute.
skinny. You know what I mean? Like
You
you
just
know,
gotta
he's-
time the big guys.
I don't
Time
think he's
them
in
out
that.
till they,
You know, action role.
Yeah, there's cool videos on how to
not
win a
Blade
fight
no more.
without
Yeah,
throwing
you
punch.
know, yeah, Blade.
We're talking two.
Damn.
Sorry.
We're talking two different
We
conversations.
just said that Wesley Snipes isn't Blade no more, so he might have a little
Yeah.
hard time with that. Blade getting a little old.
Well, with
Long
the,
in the tooth, if you will.
They're actually making another Blade though. So crazy.
are they
With him?
with Snipes?
Yep.
Oh, that's
How
why.
lo-
Maybe that's why he did the TV thing. He's starting to hype
Yeah,
that shit up.
they're
Yeah.
making a new Blade, and I'm going to watch it.
Well, he
Me
looked
too.
skinny and old, man. he did. He was all frail on this
I'm going
couch.
to watch it.
Killing me.
Huh?
Someone got loud.
Oh,
It's piqued my ear bone.
Ow.
Anyway, don't get too
Ow.
loud. Control it.
Yeah, I get a little excited. I can't help it. It's one of those things.
You know who can't fight is fucking Steven Seagal. That
I always
motherfucker's-
wondered
that guy
that.
is wacky as fuck, dude.
okay. Who?
He's-
Then
Can't get past his belly.
who is it? Is it Jean? Is it Van Damme or is it Steven? I heard everybody say the Van Damme is not real.
Van Tam is
Sylvester
at least a
Stallone.
real person. You know? Steven Seagal is just like, oh, I taught Anderson Silva how to do that front kick.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
what?
Like
Oh,
fucking nobody can choke me out. And then like Gene LaBelle, this fucking crazy old wrestler dude, choked out Steven Seagal.
Oh
And
wow.
the story, it's
Oh,
it's
wow.
online. You can find it.
Because you know Steven
Pretty
Seagal
cool,
was
funny.
what was he going around campaigning instead of promoting his movie, he's campaigning how he want to fight Van Damme.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that Van Damme was like a gymnast or something, and not a real.
Steven
not a real
Seagal?
muscle- Yeah, not a,
Yeah, he was instead of
dude.
this was
promoting
way
his
back.
movie.
This is
Yeah,
way back when the movies
Right.
were first coming
Right.
out.
Well, Van Damme was a ballet, right? He was something like that, ballet or
He was saying
gymnast.
like he was a gymnast or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he was-
And
I think
wasn't a
I think
real
I think he was
martial
just
arts
jealous.
guy.
I think he was a little jealous. I'm sorry. I think it was just.
Van Damme is really fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, all that grabbing crazy shit that Damme does, like it's just not real. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. Or you'd see people doing it in real MMA fights. You grab a real MMA fighter and they're gonna grab your ass back. They're not gonna let you fucking punch.
Yeah,
them.
especially if it's jiu-jitsu, they'll use
Yeah.
your momentum against you and wrap it up in a little pretzel. And
You know
Right.
what?
Dick
That's
off.
that's crazy. Whoever created that was always on the ground.
Oh yeah.
You had to be on the ground. Like, I'm tired of being on the ground. Let me figure out somebody get me on the ground. How am I going to? How I'm going to make
Well,
this person
Helio
pay?
Gracie is the oldest Gracie. I think he died a couple years ago. Maybe quite a few years ago. But he's a really small guy, and he used to fight heavyweights and shit. And the whole thing, was the smaller guy could take out a bigger guy.
Right.
That
Right.
was the whole idea.
That was I think, and he created the Brazilian jiu-jitsu version of jiu-jitsu.
I believe so.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it has a lot to do with getting that submission.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not just holding somebody down, but actually making them submit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So I think that's the whole tool of that way they've transformed jiu-jitsu.
I'm
but-
telling you right now, as soon as I get my money up, that's the first thing. It's non-negotiable, Jordan. If you ever hear this, Jordan, it is non-negotiable. You are learning that. So anybody
Yeah,
tackle
jiu-jitsu.
my little girl, she like, you know what? Here.
Yeah,
you
come
want me-
on, try it.
All right, fine.
That's exactly.
Easy. With all of her uncles, do you think she's gonna have to do that?
No, she's not.
But dude, you can't. It's
Them little
like,
boys will just be like, no, don't hurt.
but you can't be there all the time. You know
No,
what I
but
mean?
somebody can.
But
You
that
can
no,
always have
jujitsu is really good for women to learn,
Yeah.
dude. That is
Yeah.
exactly
Yes, it
it. That is how to defend yourself when you are
There's-
on your back.
There's
Yeah.
one
Man.
thing better.
Perfect.
Choke
There's
him
one
out.
thing better in
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu. One thing.
Oh, Smith and Wesson.
Kick him in the ding ding.
Smith and Wesson.
He walks up on you and looks at you.
Yeah, I don't know why I
Kick him
said that
in
with
the
a
ding
lisp. It's okay though. I said Smith and Wesson, but it's okay.
Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson. I don't know why I said that with a lisp. It just came out.
It felt
But
so
the gay in me was just like Smith and Wesson, bitch.
I have that effect on people sometimes.
Right. When you
I try to contain it, but I can't always.
yeah, when you're fucking got a 357, you can talk however you fucking want to.
I'm telling you.
Unless you
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes in Blade.
Yeah, well, he's got blades.
He's got blades.
He's got blades. I got the first Blade movie though. Like I actually saw it as a motion comic book.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? And I got it. I was like, oh yeah, you know, when he like jumps down and does the look for a second, you know, it's I could totally see that in a frame. And I was like, all right. Yeah, they did some real comic book cool shit in
Yeah,
that one.
the first one was
So,
really good, and the
Steven Dorff.
third one
right?
was really yeah. Steven Dorff.
Yeah, that was
he
great.
was evil.
Yeah, right? That
Those
was
little,
great.
tiny
So-
little, just all right, Blade.
Right?
Climb it in your Deutsch. I
So
don't
who
know.
was the villain for the second one?
It was the guys that had their chins that opened up.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, that was my
yeah.
favorite
And
one.
they were the dudes that ate the vampires.
Yeah.
Vampire, right.
Yeah.
Feed on the vampire.
That was my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah. Well,
See, that wasn't mine. but
is there only two of them?
3.
There was 3.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah,
There's
there
a
was-
third one?
there was a
Third
trilogy.
one, the dude from Prison Break.
Oh.
It was the older
Oh,
brother that was
yeah.
in prison on Prison Break.
Yeah, he was considered the first,
The first
the
Dracula.
very first Dracula.
Yep.
So they brought him back to life to fight
So-
Blade.
Yeah, because he could walk in the day.
Walk
too.
in the day.
Is that the guy from Legends of Tomorrow? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you watch that? No?
No, I don't.
Oh, you're the porn guy.
Yeah.
He's the porn guy. Yeah. So I saw this article, right? And I clicked on it, and I could never, you know, it was like clickbait. You know what I mean? They're like,
And all the other windows.
whatever
were-
happened to Nina Hartley? And so I was like, oh, let's go find out, right? She was hot in the 90s, dude. And so I went to look, and it was like this bitch, or sorry, don't want to be dark, but a lot, this, whoever the fuck. It was like
Yeah.
20 pictures deep, and I'm like, I still haven't found it. So do you know what happened to Nina Hartley?
No, I know, but I want to know because I used to watch MTV back in the day too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She was a VJ on MTV, right?
No, she's an old porn star.
Oh.
Oh, see?
See,
Okay.
I thought you were a porn guy.
You're not
Hey,
a real
hey,
porn guy.
Or he said the past 2 years.
Buddy,
So
I watch internet porn. I don't know their.
I'd have to
names.
show, I'd have to show you the
Their names.
vagina. You'd be like,
I-
ah.
If you
okay.
show me their nipple, I can tell you who it is.
Right.
So, yeah, that's that one chick from She Got Big Asses 2, Scene 3, Episode 4.
I'm just not
In
really
3
a big
minutes
nipple
and 2
guy.
seconds 10.
Hey,
You know what I mean? I'm
You
more
know-
of like a side boob kind of guy.
He likes
I'm
the
more
side
ass.
oh, you like to be
Yeah,
teased.
I'm more of an
yeah.
ass man. Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, you know, it's all good. I like.
Yeah, that's how we do
My
it.
My
man.
girl got a booty.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, since my girl's imaginary.
And you know what's funny? It's my girl.
hot.
I didn't
She's
hear.
hot.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear. What
I'm
you said.
divorced. I'm divorced, so
I'm divorced
yeah,
twice.
stable dad.
Yeah.
My girl's got more booty than his girl. How crazy is that?
Yeah, it's true.
Right? You have booty competitions?
No,
You
No.
you never lined them up?
no,
You
You
gotta
know-
do it now.
no. But
Just go, hey, stand next together for a
Toya's
second.
beautiful. She's beautiful.
No,
She's
what was
beautiful, but
was
the white
actually
girl got more booty than the black girl.
yeah,
What
it's
the fuck
actually
was
it's
that?
actually pretty bizarre. You know, you know, my girl, she got the little petite thing, and me, you know, my dream girl, like her ass, I have to like run around it. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? That's how big of an ass. I'm
Hey,
like, you have to run around.
breaking
it.
down stereotypes, right, man? Fucking A.
Yeah.
White
Right.
girl with the big booty.
Yep.
That's how we do it.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you know what, man?
Didn't we write a song about that?
We did write a
Yeah,
song about
yeah.
that. You like to hit? Here you go. No, I'm joking.
We
I
did
got, I
actually
got
write a
white
song
man
about that.
booty troubles, dude. I cannot find a pair of pants that will fucking hang on this fucking shit.
That's
dude.
why you get a belt, bro. I got the same problem.
Oh, I got a belt,
I feel
man.
I feel the struggle, man.
They call me the Kraken.
You got the fat, the slack ass.
The Kraken. The Kraken. You got the Kraken.
It's like I gotta use both my hands. I need somewhere to put my cigarette.
Hey, you know for that one, bro. That was good. The Kraken. The Kraken.
Kraken.
So if anybody had I'm pretty sure we all do. let's go around the table. What was your favorite porn star?
Favorite porn star?
Oh, I Tia Carrere.
Oh, Zoe Voss. Yeah, definitely. She's hot.
I like AJ Applegate.
Okay. I like Christina Applegate too.
Yeah, right.
So,
Porn star? Is
I
this
can't remember
embarrassing?
her name. No, Khalifa, the new.
Oh, Mia.
Yeah.
Oh, Mia Khalifa.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
she's
she's
pretty
hot.
I know that name.
She's hot.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern chick.
I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, Christy Mack.
Christy
like
Mack.
Christy
Oh,
Yeah, Christy Mack.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So before or
Oh,
after
what about
War
Bonnie?
Machine?
Bonnie Rotten.
Oh, before.
Is that wrong? Is that
No,
should
it's
I
not
say
wrong.
that?
It's not wrong because it changed her life. It changed her life.
changed it. He
And she
fucking killed
looked-
himself, dude.
Did he?
Yeah, they put him in prison. He fucking killed himself, dude. War Machine's dead. The guy that beat up
Oh,
Christy
right.
Mack.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
wow.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yep. Got a bed sheet or something.
You know what's crazy?
He
Did
killed
he?
himself.
Did he, or is that the story? You know
close.
what I mean?
Hey, you know. Oh yeah, you know what I mean?
Somebody got it.
you
Oh,
know?
dude. There's
You know?
somebody
That- 'cause
in
that girl
that
got
prison.
money.
Yeah.
That girl
You
got money.
fucking beat up my favorite porn.
Yeah,
star, you
exactly.
motherfucker.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got it, girl.
No,
I got this
That's
shit.
not it.
And she
You
don't.
fucked up my top bitch?
Oh, yeah.
No, you're gonna end up my bottom bitch.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
And that's why he fucking hung himself. He's like, fuck this.
You would think that nobody would come to him because he was pretty vicious in that ring.
He was pretty good, dude.
Pretty vicious in that ring. So you would think that. Well,
His ground game was shit, though. He was a stand-up guy, you know what I mean? Like, once they got him down
Obviously,
to the
he
ground, it's
wasn't.
over.
well, you know, all it takes is a couple of cats to get take a couple of
He's
blows.
fucking, no, I should have worked on my ground game. Trying to crawl away on the slick concrete.
And they pull him back. Come here, machine.
Come here, War Machine.
Come here,
It ain't
machine.
War Machine no more. Fuck Machine.
It's not the war machine, it's the
Machine.
war machine.
No, we're calling him the Fuck Machine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, buddy. This took a
man.
real dark turn.
Yes,
Hey,
it did. I'm like, where do we go here? Where do we go? Why are we here?
I don't know. How did we get
I
here?
don't know.
Where are we?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the.
We're in
Merced.
beautiful Merced, California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, temperate desert. Basically,
We're on the
it's
Valley
temperate
Underground.
desert.
Yeah.
Yep, it is
Well, I knew we were at Valley Underground,
Valley Underground.
but
Yeah.
just like physically, where are we?
About 2 blocks off Main.
Right.
Yeah.
We're about to go rock out this club called Lens 360.
But no doubt, we are all on a rock, hurtling uncontrollably through space.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Ain't
We're all
crazy?
gonna die at some
There's
point.
no way.
Spinning around.
Oh, I've thought about that. Every light that you see in this it will burn out at one point in time.
Absolutely.
That's deep.
Absolutely.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I
Would
just-
you live forever?
No.
I would.
Nope.
Fucking
No.
forever.
Nope.
Yeah, even if it was just for
I
a
don't
little
like
bit.
people now. just think about how it would be when I'm like 186.
No, dude, to be able to see the universe evolve at a billion-year rate, I'd fucking do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but that's time travel too. That's not live forever. That's not, you gotta, you know.
Well, no. Well,
He's saying live.
just
that's
exist for a billion years. I could do it easy. Fuck death, dude. I'm pissed off.
Yeah,
I
but what
gotta
about
die.
when the world
That
ends?
shit, dude.
Then what are you gonna do?
Well,
You're just
I'm
gonna
a-
chill, be
space?
floating out there, all just kicking it like. Hey,
See, that's why I need to
everybody
download
out
my
here.
consciousness into a shape-shifting nanobot body.
Oh, this motherfucker
Right.
thought about it.
There we
Oh,
go.
boy.
Yes, he did.
So I just think about
Hey,
it and I
yo.
take on a new shape. So I'd be
Dude.
cruising through spaces like a squid.
Yo,
All right, you win that one. You
Hey,
out that one. All right.
yo, I know he had deep thought in this, man. My man is a Trekkie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I like Star Trek too, but I
Man.
don't get that into it.
Yeah,
Bro,
really?
no,
But
he
if you
put a
wanna
thought
talk
into
about
that, man. That was
16s
pretty
and
dope.
beats and shit, yeah.
Grateful Dead, the '90s. You know, well, that's where I was.
Going to hell in a bucket, baby.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Tell him I'm coming. Tell him I'm
Join the
coming.
ride.
Make room.
You know, but I think about that. I don't know if I would want to live that damn long. Because you know, you see older people.
Then you see all your kids.
Have you
die,
have
and
you
your
seen
kids'
any
kids die.
super?
You get used to it.
That's fucked up.
You say you used to it. Highlander didn't get
But
used to
you
it.
would be able
You're
to
a
see your
cold-
whole
you're a
entire
black-hearted
genetic
motherfucker, aren't you?
line
Hey man,
evolve and grow. your whole entire genetic line. You wouldn't just see your kids die. You would be able to see your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, all of them
You know
forever.
what? You are a fucking genius because you're looking at it from the glass is half full. I'm looking at it like the glass is or the
Right.
beer is half empty.
The beer.
And that's
The
really
beer
cool.
empty.
But no,
Yeah.
still, I still.
Okay,
would want
well, when I was in the kitchen a minute ago, if I were to have stopped while I was pouring this, it would be half full. But now that I'm drinking from the glass, it's half empty.
Right.
Because I'm emptying the glass.
Right.
Yeah. So just sitting there
And
like
the
that,
chicken.
I'm just like, hey, at least I got a glass.
Hey, you know what's,
Right. At least I got a glass. Amen to that.
what's amazing is these two are vibing and we looking like, what the fuck are they smoking? Like, what the shit was in that?
It's indoor cherry pie. It's like a great. I think it's a Granddaddy and Durban
It's really,
poison.
it's
Isn't that what it
good.
is?
I like it.
I love cherry pie.
Very good medicinal,
Hey,
although it's recreational.
hey, recreational. My
Yeah,
man.
this is recreational. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Chronic knee problems.
I have chronic fuck the world problems.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel.
But I would
Chronic
definitely
trauma.
need to be able to smoke weed for 1 billion years if I were going to live that long.
Well, yeah,
You know
you
what I
will.
mean?
That's a
Ooh.
good.
That would be a necessity.
It probably wouldn't be weed. It'd probably be mist.
But I mean,
By
you
that
could
time.
literally go on a 1,000-year DMT trip.
Huh.
And it'd be cool.
What the fuck is DMT?
You're wasting your life. Dimethyltryptamine. It's like something that you
That's that
produce.
stuff that Joe Rogan talks about.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
right. You produce it in your body already. It's a natural thing. But if you like kind of overdose on it, it starts giving you
So-
I've never taken it because like I've heard stories of people like throwing up on themselves and like enjoying it. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah. You know? And so like shit like that. But then Joe Rogan sees alien geometric shapes
But
and
he goes
different
in like a-
colors
like
that
a
tell him
hyperbolic
messages
chamber
from
and shit.
another. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, well, it's hard to.
Doesn't
you
he
know,
go in like a hyperbolic chamber that's all fucking closed off?
sensory deprivation chamber.
Yeah. Did you see that movie in the 80s?
What's up?
I can't remember the name of it.
Called The Chamber.
The chamber.
Is it? Is it?
I don't know. There is a movie.
No, there's a movie about this. It was.
And that's what it was.
He's a
I just
famous
wanted to
actor.
talk.
He's a famous actor.
There he is.
And he gets in a hyperbolic chamber and he goes back in time to where he's like a Neanderthal, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. That's trivia.
Yeah, it's true.
What
'Cause
the?
It changes him, or he goes back in time.
he through the chamber, yeah, but you never know whether he's going through it in his mind or he's actually going through it.
But
you know what I mean?
in his mind, is he a Neanderthal in modern day?
no.
He's a
no.
Neanderthal in Neanderthal time.
Yes.
That would be a
So
trip.
he keeps living, but he's different.
He goes in a hyperbolic chamber. It's filled partly with water, and it closes, and it's separate. What is it?
Sensory deprivation.
Sensory deprivation.
You can't hear, see,
There's nothing, it's
smell,
just black.
feel, nothing. It takes away all of your senses.
What?
And you start tripping
Yeah.
out. You start like hallucinating and
Yeah.
shit.
When
I
you-
don't think I would even want
the
to.
floating in the
Yeah.
water takes away gravity, all of
Where's
that,
my
dude.
phone?
And so you could just, like, essentially, in my mind, if you were to exist after death, that would be at least some sort of transitionary, with no sensory, only your thoughts. There'll have to be some transitionary period where that's your existence.
That is crazy. You know what, man?
Fucking scary.
I was gonna say you actually throwing my mind on a whole different. There's people that say they're not afraid of death. I want to know if there's somebody in this room right now that say they're not afraid of death, because
Oh god.
I don't think that I ever want to,
No.
get old and be like, okay, it's coming.
I'm more
It's
like
coming.
pissed off that it's gotta happen because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't have any deep sea faith, that says this is you're cool, homie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think I have a relationship with the universe and
Right.
what I believe the universe created me to do and be, and
But isn't
and
that a form of God?
it could be.
Right?
You know what I mean? I think about it because you're pretty much raised like you cannot exist in society or fucking on this earth without
Here we
some
go,
form of
theology.
religion. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
You're just inundated with it, and so like I baptized myself at like 12, I think. My parents weren't really religious, but I went through a bunch of religions. I actually
Right.
kind of consider myself a Buddhist now.
Wow.
I try very hard to be.
That's badass.
That's not a
Because-
religion, though.
Yeah, it's more of a philosophy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a way of
It's a
living.
way of life.
I try to be kind. And when I'm unkind in any way, I feel really bad, and I try to reflect on it and try to
Damn,
be.
son, you're deep.
Yeah,
man.
try to move through the world as peacefully and just as best I can. You know what I mean?
You know that's
I got my moments.
It's
I
funny
can be an asshole. Trust me.
because that kind of takes us a little bit full circle because that's how we all came together
Yeah.
and started this band that we're in. I'm not trying to change the
No, good.
the
Go
conversation
for it.
on
Good,
us,
good.
but that that's kind of the philosophy that we live by
All right.
Yeah.
is love and be loved and unless you're hurting
kind.
yourself or somebody else.
Right.
Be mean.
Yeah.
Be nice to each other.
Yeah. Right.
You know? Help each other.
Sorry, I just
So,
So-
but within that, there's an understanding of why people aren't nice. You know what I mean? It's just I can put myself in everyone's shoes and just imagine growing up, getting beat up, people fucking with you. You know,
Oh, dude, I got fucked
you
with my
coming
whole
from that neighborhood to where everyone's hard. You come up hard. There's no counteracting
Right.
philosophy to tell you that what you're thinking is wrong. You know, like guilt and conscience, like that's weakness in a lot of people's eyes. you
That's
know?
actually pretty crazy that you say that
Yeah.
because when I grew up, it was really crazy. But you have to walk around with exoskeleton where I grew up at.
Mhm.
You know, when you walk in, people already. If you'll probably notice this next time you see it. See two black guys walking down the street, walking towards each other.
Mhm.
For some reason, they feel like they have to. They have to have their chest out. Who got a bigger chest? My chest is out big enough. I know I'm not gonna mess with you.
Mhm.
You can see the aggression already. The way they pass each other, they deflate.
Right.
Because there was people I know was really, really crazy, but when they walked into the house, the most loving person ever. But when they walked out that house,
Right.
you better not look at them.
It's all about the environment.
Yeah.
You
right?
better not look at them.
Right.
It's about the environment. I grew up the same way, but a different environment.
Right.
I grew up with people that like to ride motorcycles,
Right.
and it was the same exact thing.
Mhm.
Everybody was as hard as you could be,
Mm-hmm.
but they were
Right.
they would pay for your family to eat.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know
I'm a
what I mean? They
skater.
would
I'm
give
a
you
skater.
money.
I always grew up skating, so we kind of always had that same punk, like "fuck you" attitude. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people would try to chase us out of wherever we were skating because we'd be fucking shit up. You know what I mean? And we'd just be like, "What?" So because we were kids a lot of the times.
There wasn't a
you know.
spot for you.
Yeah.
You had to find your spot.
And then I kind of came from a broken home, but took it hard, and like I was pretty little punk ass motherfucker most of my life. You know what I mean? But and then you go through your experiences in life and
Yeah.
learn a fucking lesson.
That's the
Yeah.
thing, though, is
So-
instead of being a little dick, I started playing drums. I fell in love with music, and
Yeah.
I would sit in my bedroom and I would listen to Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and all that kind of shit.
Right.
And instead of being out on the street with my boys doing some stuff that I would have regretted, I was in my room listening to that, rocking out. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
Mine was having kids. Once you got kids,
Oh.
somebody's got something they can get on you now.
Right.
So
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
You
You
gotta
got
be
to change
careful.
your attitude,
Hey.
your demeanor. You know what I mean? You can't go and fuck somebody up just because they looked at you wrong when you were walking in a club or whatever.
Well, my 15-year-old
Dumb shit you did when you were young. You know what I mean? Because now they can just come
The
and fuck your
13-year-old
kid up.
6'1".
You know what I mean? Like you
But
have
also-
something that can hurt. You know what I mean? So.
But on the other hand, too, you want to teach your children not to be like that. Because,
Oh yeah.
Because that's only a life that's going to get them hurt, right?
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope either way.
Oh yeah.
If you're too soft on them, then the world will chew them up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Too
So,
hard on them. Then what?
Yeah, it just depends because I have two different
Well,
boys.
that's why you teach
And
them.
Yeah, and so
if you teach them, then you don't have to worry about that.
but each one's
You
You
different
can't teach
though.
them the same though.
Each
Yeah.
one's
Can't teach
different,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I got to teach them different
But
techniques about how to
that's
deal
what-
with situations.
That's what being
you know?
a parent's all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Hey,
figuring that shit
right.
out.
You-
And this motherfucker.
You get older, and it's a great feeling when your kids have kids, and
Mhm.
I'm a grandfather, and they see and they understand, and they start to look at you like,
Damn.
we're bringing it. We don't know what we're doing as parents. Our parents didn't know what they were doing.
Oh yeah, right. Just big dumb
Learn
kids,
as you
dude.
go.
We're just
Learn
like,
as you go.
okay,
Right.
I hope this works.
I hope this
So,
little
that's-
poop machine
that's
grows
all
up
we
to
do,
be
right?
a member of society.
Right.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
One minute you're like, stop pooping on me. Next minute you're like, please be a good person.
Right. You know, it's crazy because when I talk to my son, and it's things that he do at school that people like, oh, he did this. You need to do this. So when I was coming up, it was no explanation whatsoever. If I did something, my GMA was on me soon as I walk in that door.
Oh,
now
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna do that to mine.
Right.
I'm gonna ask you what happened, and if I don't like what you saying, then I'm gonna get you.
Oh yeah, they told me my son should be on Ritalin or something shit like that. You know what I mean? He needs, and I was like, what? He has too much energy. That's not a problem. He's a fucking little boy. You know, he needs. Right now he's 15, but when he was about.
When you said little boy, I thought you meant.
Well, he was about 7 or 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't remember what year, but
boys
it
are
was
like
pretty
that.
early on. You know what I mean?
Boys
I
are
was
like
like, no,
that
he
too.
needs to be running around in the forest and shit. We're putting him in a cubicle for fucking all day. What do you expect?
7, 8 hours.
I told them
yeah.
put him in the back. If you can't handle him, give him something to fuck with in his hands. You know what I mean? I was like, keep him occupied, and it's your fucking job.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm not giving my kid fucking drugs. Dude.
No.
You know what I mean? You're
My
fucking
man.
tripping.
Why are they?
Never-
Why is that the first thing that they think
Population
to do?
control.
Well, we know that most definitely. We know that most definitely. I believe that. I really do believe
We're
that.
doing it to ourselves. It's
Like
not a
everybody.
conspiracy.
No, but we choose
Right.
to do it.
Yeah,
Because we're taking
allow
our
it
kids
to
in, and
happen.
we're like, okay.
Pharmaceutical companies actually have their gateway drugs too. They've done studies
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll have, you know, some type of stuff that they can give a certain class of people that need help, you know, maybe to calm their nerves or maybe to do whatever, let them sleep, whatever it is. What'll happen is you're taking that for 10 years. Now, the next drug that they put out will make you have a 30%, 40% more chance, you know, twice as much more chance of being addicted to that drug.
Right.
Because of some key ingredient they put in the first one.
Right.
And I mean, they actually, that's how they do it. They don't just make one drug for one thing. They have a family of drugs that all connect to each other, because if one doesn't work for one person, another one works for another.
Dude, those fucking
know what I mean? So
Oxycontin
they just-
patches, dude, they fucking
Yeah.
ruined our country for a minute, dude. They're like, you can't sell them now, right? But I know
They're-
a couple
they're
people that
taking
got hooked
people out.
on heroin
Yeah.
and started on the patches.
But
You know, 'cause it's
is-
easy.
But isn't that crazy how it affects the okay, like you said, 30 years. Now that's a part of you.
Yeah.
You have a kid. That's part of your kid. That's why I never seen when I first knew cancer, it was older people getting it.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these years they putting these drugs in to these people and they're passing on to their kids. Now you're giving them some form of a strand to make babies have cancer? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's not
bullshit.
population control.
A lot of a lot of
I don't know.
cancer is actually from mass consumption of dairy and meat in this country, and I'm not trying to go,
Right.
you know, all vegan and but
Sorry, I
seriously,
like meat.
that is
Yeah.
the proven theory. Most of my family are doctors in Argentina, and one of my favorite cousins were like brothers. You know, we talk on Facebook every day, and he's always, you know, like, do not eat processed chicken, which is almost all chicken, chicken made in America.
That's what
The
everybody
shit that they pump it in is causing cancer. He's a doc. He knows it. He's like,
Right.
dude, I'm telling you, it's not happening here because we don't do chickens the way you do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Red meat. There's absolutely no doubt that red meat is the number one cause of cancer for prostate cancer, which is the number one killer of man, not women, but men. You know what I mean? So there's a
Yeah, I check my
the way
prostate
our
all
food,
the time, man.
the way our food tastes.
Girl does for me.
Now processed
Or milks
meats are like you know, bacon,
Massage.
Massage
any
it.
kind of lunch deli meat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like anything that where they cut the meat and they have to do
Comedy
something
going
to save
underneath
it,
is fucking serious shit.
then that's a processed meat. You know what I mean? And those processed chemicals in
Kill
there
your
is
own
what's
chicken,
killing
man.
you. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Raise your
Now
own
the
chicken,
now
kill
the
your own chicken.
Steroids.
now the GMO vegetables that we've been eating for it's like everybody thinks it's like
Not in
new.
front of the
This should
camera.
happen
Oh,
40 some
dude.
years ago.
Right.
But when they started converting all the farms to GMO, all that has
He's
done is
walking in front of the
basically
camera.
is no protein.
Son of a bitch.
So when you think you're eating a salad, you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat this steak and I'm gonna eat a salad. The salad has no freaking protein in it, man. And the steak has been, you know, shot up with so many hormones and everything else that it's just
Right.
shitting in
All
your
right, fuck
body.
it. I'm
You know
going
what I
Ted
mean?
Nugent
So-
style. That's it. Ted Nugent style.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
well,
my-
see,
I'm gonna get a bow and arrow.
That's-
My
and
ears
I'm gonna
ring.
start
That's-
shooting shit in
that's
the head with a
exactly
bow and arrow, and I'm gonna
why
kill
Joe
it.
Rogan eats all wild game and everything because you know what I mean.
I don't know if it's all wild game, but a lot of wild game.
Oh, everything.
you know-
Dude, he
It's
posts his
wild
dinner
game,
almost
I
every
bet.
night on Facebook.
You
I
could-
follow
you
the
could
fool on
raise your
Facebook.
own
You know what I
meal,
mean?
man.
But yeah, he posts
Not
a
on
dinner every
Facebook.
night, and
Yeah,
he's
I just follow
you
him
know
on YouTube. I
some
just wanna see
crazy
what his
deer
podcast
and
is.
shit. And,
Yeah.
oh, he makes some badass meals, man. He's like,
All right.
but yeah, that's the theory on why
Oh,
we're
yeah.
getting so much cancer.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you look in other countries and they just don't have the numbers like we do.
Failing.
Paleo way.
But I grew up on 7-Eleven chili dogs, man. Thank God.
Oh,
Thank God
damn.
for that.
And
You
you
know
put
what I
that-
mean?
oh.
I would have starved as a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you remember
if
the
it was
big
not
BLT?
for that. In the big
Big
gulp,
DLT.
you know what I
Hot
mean?
side, hot, cold side, cold.
Dude, I
Oh,
was
shit.
fucking Lucky Charms in Swanson.
Oh, shit.
Oh damn.
That's where I was at.
You know, it's crazy though. Like you already know, man. Our government, to a certain degree, don't give us two shits about us, man. Because most of the shit that's good for you, well, like you said, nothing's really good for us. But they promote that's good for us is like what? It's like at least 50% more expensive than the shit that's terrible for you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So
When they don't add all the shit. You know, but
Or
a lot of
more
it's
of the shit.
preservatives, and they gotta, you know, they gotta charge more. I'm down
You
for
know, the
that though.
preservatives I eat is the reason why I look as good as I do. I'm actually,
Jack Daniels is not a
I'm
preservative.
actually 117.
Proof.
Proof.
oh
I don't ejaculate anything but dust.
Oh, that's
Oh.
that's crazy. I don't know why it came out purple in my mind. Like he squirted out this little purple
Because you want it to be magic dust.
fairy dust.
Yeah.
You ejaculate
terrible.
fairy
That's
dust.
just terrible, man.
No,
That's
not
just
fairy. Not fairy dust, but magic dust.
That's just terrible.
Comes with a little pop.
Terrible. It's my fantasy. It's fairy dust.
right. Shit, man.
Okay, there.
I don't have anything to do with fairy dust.
So any sports fans in here?
Football.
Football? Who's your team?
Redskins.
Steelers?
I'm a
Redskins.
fighter. I'm
Redskins.
fighting. Like, that's my
Redskins.
sport.
Oh,
MMA.
Redskins.
All right, so Bellator's got a
Yeah.
match coming up.
All you Dallas fans, because I know
So,
y'all out there.
Pitbull.
Where you at?
Pitbull.
They're always somewhere.
Raider.
Oh, okay, cool.
Was that
Did you just
Yeah.
point at me saying I was a
watched
Raider?
football in 3 seasons.
I thought you like
Yeah.
Raider.
Hell no.
Oh,
I'm just
shit.
saying they're
Yeah.
good this year.
I watch part of the Super Bowl
Okay.
every once in a while. I think
So
the
you like it.
middle part
I'll say
where they play
Niners.
commercials and like people
was
say
raised
shit.
with
30 minutes.
Yeah, right. Every 30 minutes.
Why you? I thought you were a Raider fan.
So what were you saying about Bellator?
Because
There's a match coming up in San Jose.
Yeah, Pitbull,
Pitbull and Henderson.
Henderson.
Dan Henderson?
Oh, I did
You
see
talking
that.
Ben?
Ben.
Ben,
Ben
oh,
Henderson.
That's my man.
Oh right.
That's my guy.
So that's going to be at San Jose.
I can't think of his last. What's Pitbull? What?
Patricio Pitbull.
Oh, Patricio.
Oh, he's
yeah.
not that dude from Florida
Yeah,
that sings
Pitbull.
that song.
No.
Sorry.
My,
Yeah, wasn't Bieber hanging out with him too?
yes.
Maybe.
Yes, he
Crazy.
was.
Is that the Despacito one?
Look, mighty cute and
Yes,
James.
he was.
I don't know. That song gets stuck in my fucking head.
Which one?
But I always like order burrito.
What song is that?
Despacito.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Order burrito.
Yeah, I like puts it like it's probably racist as shit, but
No.
you know, I keep it to myself most of the time.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
it's not racist, it's stereotypical.
Oh, okay, that's
It's talking
cool.
about
Damn.
stereotypes, right?
Right,
And
yeah.
if there's no hate in your heart, it's not.
No. It's all comedy, dude. It's all
comedy,
love.
right?
It's all love. Yeah.
My favorite joke. Okay, not a joke, but something that happened. Something that happened in our rehearsal room one night.
Right.
My girlfriend was talking to Jameezy, and
Mhm.
they were talking, and she's like, "So, Jameezy, where are you originally from?" I'm tuning my drums, and I stop, and I look. I said, "Baby, he's from Africa." It's fucking hilarious, right?
Oh yeah.
And because there's no hate in my heart behind it, man.
Yeah.
I love this man. I love
Oh, dude.
I love all these dudes.
One of my best
You know?
friends is
And
a
that's-
black guy, and I told him, look,
And he
dude,
did
if you're
touch it to
eating
me, too.
chicken and watermelon with the grape soda, I'm gonna make fun of you, dude. I'm gonna say some shit. I can't let that go, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hate you, I love you, dude, but I'm going there, man. I'm going there.
I get the Aryan, stereotype because that's what I fucking look like.
Right.
Because that's who I grew up with.
Well,
You know, you look like you represent the product in where you grew up, what you know,
right.
and so this is what I know. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
but I changed. But the
Push
thing,
on my glasses.
I didn't change my look. I changed
I got
my
that
way of
nerd
thinking.
thing down.
I didn't change my look. I changed my way of thinking.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? And that's
right.
I think that's something.
Okay, I gotta ask you a question.
All right.
It's totally off subject, but since you said the
That's
nerd
good.
glasses,
All right.
do you think? Okay, the way the world is now, from what I remember, the stories I'm being told of how school was.
Right.
The jocks was the ones who ran the world until after college, if they got lucky to get into college.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I would go to the high schools and see stuff. Now it seems like the techies are the ones that run the schools.
I believe that.
Probably,
I
yeah.
believe that.
I would
Because
believe
we
that.
all rely on technology.
Yeah,
to
tech
live.
rules, definitely.
It's crazy.
Evolution.
Out
right?
here, my
It's
kid goes to
crazy.
the high school here, and you got different groups. You got the AG kids, you know, and those are all like the cowboy, you know, farmer wannabes, and they all drive up in their big trucks to
AG
high
kids
school
is
every
an
day.
agricultural.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aggies.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
damn!
you see that?
I wasn't ready
Yeah,
for that.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Out,
was
here,
gonna-
out here, that's what they teach you.
I
You
was
know what I mean?
gonna-
It's
I
like,
was gonna-
be a farmer, be a, you know, so you know,
Aggies.
they,
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what
so
they.
there's
you
that
see.
there's
It's-
that group.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have that on the East Coast. You know what I
Right.
mean? Live in the city or
Sorry,
nobody's
right. You don't
farming.
have that.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
They teach you engineering.
yeah, they
and
got
stuff,
you know all these different
Engineering,
groups.
yeah.
engineering.
I think
Athletic
it's
groups are like weird.
bioscience.
It's not every high school has a good athletic. You know what I mean? Like
Alright.
But the-
program or whatever. You know, so
But the biggest thing the biggest problem is they don't have a music class anymore.
They don't.
And
No,
that's,
they don't.
No.
that you use both sides of your brain.
Yeah.
In music,
Arts are important.
You know what I mean? That opens your mind to so much more in life.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, they have,
athletics is important because it teaches you how to work hard,
The-
to dig deep
what they-
inside of yourself, to
Work as a
and-
team.
Well,
Yeah,
what they
But so
did
does
was
music and so does theater.
Right.
well, you can still do
You
like
ever work
you know
backstage
in
in the theater?
elementary school and junior high. You know they can you can still play violin and this and that. They just don't have the actual period music class. But if you think about it. What the fuck did y'all learn in music class, man? That was like a break for me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nobody did shit in music class. Nobody listened to the teacher. You know what I mean? It was always some sweet old lady that just ignored you if you wouldn't listen. You know what I mean? You know, it was
It's
like,
a little hot. It's
you know,
hot
it's
like
just,
hot.
you know.
Oh
No,
yeah,
bro.
when I took guitar lessons, dude, in high school, I was like, oh shit, I'm better than the teacher.
Well, yeah, that was
Oh,
different. Yeah, that's,
I
damn.
gotta go.
You know that's actually pretty funny, but
And I'm not that good.
our the school I went to, man, is Kennedy. Our music teacher was serious.
go what? Who's Kennedy? What?
John F. Kennedy.
No, what's the mascot?
Oh, Cougar.
Go Cougars, right?
You sick
Boy.
little fuckers.
It
They're
was-
like, bring us some milfs.
They was
You can't
Cougars
be
and
the
milfs.
milfs, but we can go with cougars. We're the cougars.
hey, real talk.
Says how some celebrity older lady is your cheerleader.
Bunch of old football
Hey.
moms and shit, you know, up in the stages.
Come to our show.
Sparkly
That,
fucking
that
mini
actually would
dresses.
have been pretty cool though.
Right.
That actually would have really cool. You know, I'm actually a good friend. I'm a really good friend. So it was a couple of friends that I had where they moms pressed up on me. And yeah, really, and I didn't have a heart. You know, how do you?
It's
how do you tell
probably
your friend
way
that?
too late to
They
go
don't
back.
call them to
How
music,
you tell-
baby.
No, I know,
Like
I never
90
did
years old.
nothing. I respected my boy. You know, respect is everything for me, man. You my friend, I'm respect you,
Right.
and I expect it back.
Right.
So I respected my dudes. I never told them that their moms pressed on me. I just never reacted on it. But it, you know, how do
Reciprocate it.
you tell your dude like, look, man,
You don't.
Your mom grabbed my junk.
You don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it either way, even if I did.
They wouldn't even
Keep
sound
going.
like it
Put
though.
that- you
No,
put
No,
that deep
no,
in
it'd be
your-
like this, like, hey, bro, I hit that shit.
No. You put it deep in your spank, baby.
You'll say that to your friend?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, my.
I'd be like, dude, your mom was all up on that shit, dude. Oh, what? I'm just that kind of dude. I say the shit that
Oh,
nobody
man.
Especially when
Just,
when you
just
get in
start
an
making
argument.
Stifler's
Yeah.
mom references and shit every time you
Oh,
see your buddy. You
30
know what I
minutes or
mean? Like,
less. 30 minutes or less. You seen that movie?
Possibly, I can't recall that.
It's the
When he
kid.
was the pizza guy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
And he did the
Him
robbery?
yeah, right.
Got
And
it.
him and the what's the comedian's name?
I barely
The
remember.
little Indian fellow that screams a lot.
hmm.
Aziz.
Aziz
Ansari.
Ansari.
And Michael, whatever his face, they were like best friends. And
something.
Yeah, I said it.
I know you're talking about.
Mike,
It's into something in the burger. It's something weird like that. I know you're talking about though.
anyways, they're best friends and they start fighting. And then
Right.
one of them tells me, "Yeah, I date your sister" or something like that. It was, you know what I mean? So that's you.
Yeah,
You only
sister.
tell your friend now when you're fighting them to get them.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, you don't tell them. You don't tell them.
Oh
You
man.
come back
You gotta keep
afterward.
that shit,
Hey,
right?
you didn't mean that, right?
Nope.
I didn't mean that at all.
Yo,
No, I'd say some dumb shit like, should I tell you or should I not tell you about your mom?
Oh
No, I'm
God.
not gonna tell you. It's just you. You do
Oh,
fight,
never
don't
mind.
you? You are
It's
a
all
fighter.
like-
huh?
no, the-
Only somebody that knows how
Okay,
to
what I
fight
meant
can
to
talk
say
like
at first was hypothetically, would you want me to tell you if I were to do your mom?
that. Only somebody
you-
who knows
you
how to
know-
fight talks
Just
like that.
hypothetically.
Hey man.
You know your damn friend knows whether his mom's a hoe or not. You know what I mean? He's like, man, I already knew she was a hoe, man.
Oh,
God damn it.
man.
He's all mom
Mom.
again.
God damn it, mom.
That's my
You
third
know-
best friend, Mom.
I'm going to just live with dad.
That would be some embarrassing shit right there, man. Your mom, I wouldn't even like it if my mom gave it up to a friend of my friend. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
My
imagine
mama
that shit?
my mom fucked all my friends.
I mean, really, it's
No,
none of my
mine.
fucking
Literally.
business. But your mom got down at some point in time.
Hey, look.
It
nah,
was.
you're
It was
here.
not
Nah,
some
if it's-
fucking like.
If it's somebody I know, it's my
good,
damn
yeah.
business, man. You ain't finna embarrass my ass. Like LeBron James' mom did to him, made him
What she
switch.
did? What he did? What happened? I don't know. I'm not a fucking basketball. Is that basketball?
Yes,
LeBron
it is.
James' mom got busy with his point guard,
Go mom.
Right on.
Right on.
Good for her.
and
man.
he
Hey.
tried to get her traded. That's why.
Go for
That's
the
why.
three, go
That's
for the
that's the whole reason why. That's probably 60% of the reason why he went to Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Shit, my mom's 16
That's
years.
fucked up.
She had me when she was 16 years
Mine
old.
too.
You know, so she's only 16 years older than me, right?
Mine too.
Her
Oh,
husband
wow.
is 8 years younger than her, which is 8 years older than me.
He's like, Uncle.
Which means that my friends that are like 3 or 4 years older than me went to high school with him. You know what I mean? So
That was
Yeah,
that's
my-
weird.
yeah,
My
that's-
dad-
if you got a young mom,
That's
you know what I
some
mean? Like
eight-mile
she,
shit
dude,
right
she
there.
looked 30
My
until she was
stepmom.
like
My
50
stepmom was
something,
only
you know what I mean?
6
Like,
years older than me.
you know, we always went.
Yeah, she taught
way
me how to
go,
drive
Mom.
stick
I mean,
and
if
roll
you can,
joint.
you know what I mean? Get it.
That was like 8 Mile right there,
Oh
man.
no! Hey, what are you
Hey.
doing? You fucking
hit
us up, dude.
Just bad.
I need
You're
to.
gonna break it, man.
I'm gonna excuse myself and have a cigarette. I'm sorry.
All right.
Well, I mean, you guys got that show soon, so
Yeah,
let's just wrap it
yeah.
up, man.
Let's
All right,
go.
All right, thank you. I
Nice meeting
appreciate it.
everybody.
Diversity of One. What's the website again?
Diversity of one, the number one.
The number one.
Diversity of the number one.com.
All right. And why don't you guys
Cool.
introduce yourselves again, real quick? So,
I am Jameez Vabi.
yeah.
I'm
What
assassin.
the fuck? What'd you just say?
Yeah. Once you start over.
Like, come on, I gotta.
I am Jameezy, baby.
Okay.
Jameezy. All right.
Jameezy, baby.
I'm
You
assassin.
got the
Assassin.
assassin.
I am Joliah.
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 Got that
Drum
one.
hard.
Right.
And I am BMC.
All right,
BMC.
cool. Diversity of
Walter,
one.
my friend Walter, standing in for Dante.
What's up,
Yeah.
people?
Good old Dante. Appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no worries. It was fun.
All right.
Nice meeting
Cool.
everybody.
Yeah,
boys.
it was fun.
Really
Thank you.
nice meeting you guys.
Valley
Underground.
See you guys tonight.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. There's no. This won't be posted for another week or so. So
Yeah.
there's no point
Well,
trying to promote
hello
the
in
show.
the
But
future.
they played in Merced last week or a week and a half ago.
Hello, everyone in
So
the
I
future.
gotta give myself some
No,
time.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Everyone
hello.
in the future.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
See,
future.
we're actually time traveling right now,
We
Yeah.
are.
right?
Actually,
Yes.
we can talk about the
I don't know.
future,
Because
though,
they're gonna
right?
hear us now, but when they hear us
Well,
now,
would
it's
they
gonna
go to
be.
our
It'll be
website?
later.
We can't
Right.
talk about the
About a
future,
week.
though, right,
Our
guys?
music is out
We can
there.
talk about the future, but then we
Well,
could.
we're talking really about the past. If you start,
So
push it
actually,
tonight.
no.
Yeah.
Okay,
See, tonight is in the
no,
past.
Okay, check it out. Wait. I want to do something real
Yesterday
quick
and
because
today.
I'm going to post this after the McGregor fight. So
Mayweather.
McGregor.
Gotta go for the redheaded boy.
McGregor.
technical.
Technical.
I'm riding on the technical. I'm telling
That's
you,
like
man.
saying split decision.
Butthead, some dumb shit where they just have to
I'm
stop
I'm
it.
going
It's
with
gonna be
Dance
planned.
Dance Revolution.
Planned. This is Hollywood, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Hollywood. Script
I
written.
think
just like
Connor.
every
I
other
think
fucking
Connor is going to get the decision,
Yeah.
right? And that is how they get fight number 2.
Right, because
You know what I mean?
Mayweather's not going to be able to deal with that.
Right. But either way, it has to go to decision if you want to see this fight again.
Or technical.
It has
Or
to go.
technical.
It's going to be. I think
I'm
the
putting
winners,
that 5 on the
yeah.
technical. Where we at, everybody? Come on.
I think
Hey,
I'm a
Mayweather,
drummer. I
McGregor,
don't have
McGregor have already won, and we're
Nah.
going to be sadly disappointed.
It's not gonna happen.
It's going to be disappointing.
You gotta be disappointed.
I think
I hope it's
Mayweather-
not
Maybe
But
instead
McGregor.
of
Mayweather
paying
will get
your
there.
hard-earned money on the fight, you should go outside.
My heart will
Play.
be pumping.
Tyson
fast.
made a
Don't
lot of
please
sense. He
knock
came
that
out and started talking about it. He's
motherfucker
like,
out.
look,
Build
man,
something.
I'm going for
you can say anything
McGregor.
you want. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
But
go
the
for-
point is Mayweather is the best.
I gotta get to Reno.
He's been up there. He's been doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
This is his game. This is
You
his
guys do
circle.
Everyone.
You know
All right,
what I
anyway,
mean? So,
we're wrapping it up. Thanks,
all right,
guys.
everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.